History is the witness of times, the torch of truth, the life memory, the teacher of life, the messenger of antiquity. Beforehand, Barangay Lucena was marked by leadership of Mr. Ignacio Perez, known as Dato Si Anib, a separate colony of Bayanihan. Last 1958, the pillars of the history are Dato Duakay, Mr. Dionisio Perez in a person of alias Pagsug, Mr. Ambaraum, and Dato Sumudong. They came from the native tribe of Manobo. Second to them who ruled the barangay was Mr. Simeon Laino, Mr. Gerhillo, and Mr. Padilla. Last 1957, Pagas family exists in barangay, and on 1961, Honorato Pagas became Teniente del Barrio. Beforehand, last 1960, Mr. Marcelo Alojado go to Kabadbaran and asked Mr. Felix Berto Dagani and Congressman Marcos Calo to open a primary in this place. And on 1961, through the effort of the person above, Lucena Primary School was first built by Mr. Macario Son and Epifanio Son. On 1965, Epifanio Son became a barangay captain and rendered his service until 1973. One day, Mr. Macario Son asked Barangay Captain Epifanio Son to celebrate a fiesta to glorify the Heavenly Father for the blessings he had given. It was happened on September, which Honorable Epifanio Son invite Honorable Joaquin Aquino, Municipal Mayor, to attend. Then he asked the Mayor to change Si Aneb to Lucena in the name of her wife as honor. On 1971, Barangay Lucena was made official through plebiscite. On 1973 to 1981, Honorable Ricardo Balyera became a barangay captain. People continued to celebrate their fiesta. By 1981 to 1983, Mr. Erlindo became a barangay captain, but due to some reason, Ricardo Balyera became his OIC on 1986 to 1990. Mr. Emiliano Irazo won as barangay captain, but Honorable Irazo moved to Palawan, the reason that Honorable Anastasia Las Puñas took his place. And again, on the year 1992, Mr. Elindo Laino won again as barangay captain on June 1995, which the first araw ng Lucena celebrated. Maayong buntagla, naami diri karon, nako diri karon para mag-interview sa imo, no? Ako interview sa imo is kinsa ang nagpangalan sa Lucena?
Kinsa ang nagpangalan sa Lucena? Akong ikatubag anak. Katong panahon na sa 1970 na Mayor Aquino. Ang iyahang asawa ngalan og Lucena, iyang gibalhin ang ngalan, iyang pangalan og Lucena. Sa unang panahon si Anib pa man pag-abot siya nga nakadaog og Lucena ang iyang asawa, iyang gibalhin og Lucena ang pangalan hangtod karon.
So, unsa imong nasinatian diri sa Lucena?
Ang akong nasinatian din sa Lucena sa unang panahon pa, sa bagong natukod ang Lucena, dinhi lisod jud kaayo ang dalan diri. Permi bahaon, lawom, kada ini baha, lawom gid kaayo dinhi. Sukad nga wala pa human ang karsada. Sa diha nga nahuman ang karsada, nindot na ang among paglakaw-lakaw, pagbiyahe, nung kay nindot na ang kalsada o gisimento na. Ug hangtod karon maayo na gid ang dagan sa Lucena. Kaya
Kanos-a namugna ang Lucena?
namog na ang Lucena sa 1970. Nahimo siyang Lucena Prosperidad Agusan del Sur.
Asa gikuha ang pangalan nga Lucena?
Gikuha ang pangalang Lucena sa asawa ni Mayor Atin. Siya man ang nadaog nga Mayor ato gayon. Unang nabalhin ang ngalan. Manahimo na siyang Lucena. Wala.
Nganong gipanganlan man ni og Lucena?
Ang mag-iilhang na kuanan nga nganlan og Lucena karon sila kaangay sa ngalan nga si Anod. Yung kaiyang asawa Lucena mailan na lang gingalan Lucena aron nga maayo ang paminaw.
Sukad sa pagmugna sa Lucena, pila na katuig ang nilaban?
47 na katuig.
Daghang salamat la, daghang salamat sa time nga imong gigahin sa amoa nga para kami maka-interview sa imo ha og God bless you.
Walay sa pa yan.
The same year, secondary school builds through the effort of the late Mr. Villarde as teacher in charge with the pioneer teacher late Elizabeth Barrega, Mr. Berdin Hinete, Mr. Alan Arante, Miss Leona May Mapa, Mrs. Mardinia Santa Roman, Mrs. Ayaton, Mr. Baldomero Salmeo, and Mrs. Jasmine Sausa. And of course, through the efforts of the barangay officials at that time, the school was named LAHS or Lucena Agricultural High School. As the year goes by on 1995 to 2002, late Minardo Nunez won as barangay captain and his iski chairman was Dennis Emson. They rendered their duties and responsibilities upon their service in the middle of 1989 to 1991. There are a lot of troubles happen. It is the time where people live in different porocks of Lucena, especially in the inner part of transferred near the Lucena National Highway because it is time of rebellion by which Mipil was suffered war. Last 2002 to 2007, Honorable Woodrow C. Tolentino won as barangay captain and upon his leadership, barangay office built and such other project, but on 2007 to 2010, Honorable Pedro Ramayla won against Woodrow C. Tolentino. Upon his 3 years of service, the relocation site exists known as Isla Noa through the efforts of his officials who asked assistance from the provincial government, especially Congressman Rodolfo Ompong Plaza. But again, in 2010 to 2013, Honorable Woodrow C. Tolentino won against Ramayla and performed his duties according to his limitation. In the year 2013 to 2018, Honorable Dennis Emson rendered his office as barangay captain and do his duties and responsibilities upon the will of God. In his time with his colleagues together, they made their duties as officials in the barangay. They built an evacuation center and barangay multi-purpose hall through resolution made by a certain officials. Barangay Lucena became barangay on September 1971.